cornerstone, creator of Marxism as an economic and political theory, Chairman Mao Zedong, who brought Marxist, Leninist revolution to the country of China in 1949. And then this elderly German intellectual, Herbert Marcuse, who promised to bring the principles of Marxism to the current era. And so he believed, Marcuse believed, that they could create a new proletariat, not based on working classes, not based on seeking control of factories and other means of economic production, but a two-part proletariat that brought together the white radicals and fermented the around that time, and then the black society and Marxist and the black and Marcuse made this very clear. He wrote about how to enact his cultural revolution. He wrote that it was a character and so the goal always the same, that Marx goes to the revolution. Although the message of the 1968 revolution started to shift to a way of thinking about non-traditional or non-orthodox studies. So when you bring those principles together, the philosophy of the critical theory, the new two-part proletariat, and the program of the cultural revolution, yes, more
How does that happen when you ain't even no niggas in those places? I don't see no niggas. I don't see no niggas. I don't see no niggas. I'm hoping for niggas. Like, I don't even see niggas. And like, niggas
I'm not ready yet.
Not tiny. Population of black. That's not
I know you hate slaves, but there's gold to be made. I need you to go search the world for a book called Compendium Maleficarum. If you find it, I've got a buyer who'll pay a king's ransom. And you'll never have to see another snake for as long as you live.
Hey, good.
Julia.
I'm getting back to the running, and I
I'm low on essence.
violence are going to fall. From 15% plus 1, a simple majority of 60%. If issue 1 passes the threshold for legal members that would most immediately impact the abortion rights that is important about this. So that measure would have to pass in first it's just a plus 1, but it would have to pass. If issue 1 fails, then that issue would be a simple majority of supporters of issue 1 are the main argument in state-run airways out there that the U.S. institutions have higher threshold than 50%, and that we should want to be able to account
It does?
Our founding fathers made it to where a simple majority could not change anything, even though they have. In order to do a lot of the things that they've done, They needed 2/3 in the Senate, 2/3 in the House, and 3/4 of the states to ratify. But they haven't done it that way, and they just pretended like it was all constitutional. They don't teach civics anymore, so what's the real repercussions?
I'm not ready yet.
You can hold in your two hands together like this, also. Left arm holding the right arm. And you can put your thumb like this.
I'm not ready yet.
You can bend your neck, your head backward. And lift out. You can bend your head, your neck forward. So this movement, you can call the bending your neck backward.
Lack of acquired essence. I'm not ready yet.
You can hold in your two.
I get lost every time I go in that storage room too. I figured out I look out the windows and I can see the U-Haul. That's why I know I'm close to the elevator.
Licking that motherfucker?
I need more essence.
Sounds like my favorite.
I need more time. I need more time.
They've accomplished a great deal, and we still rely on some of the infrastructure that they have. But also, their policies have about how to light them, track record actions, and so I think understand both quality of power and peril.
I'm not ready yet.
Because they said it's really bad because the big thing stuff like that. And I'm like, that isn't a great president. I'm sorry, that wasn't a bad idea.
A nationality of people fucking blow you up, you know, put them in prison, right? Until you figure out who's good and who's bad. But then again, that's on the false pretense that they didn't know that shit was coming.
Right.
You know,
right.
I mean...
Right. So you have to think about it too. Right. It's double-edged sword, like you said. But you have to also think about it as the fact that...
So did they know that it was coming and just know that it was coming and just let it happen? Or did they help orchestrate it because they wanted to be involved in the big war machine? You know, there's a lot of questions. I don't think any of the presidents have been good presidents since fucking Lincoln. To be fucking real honest with you. Even John F. Kennedy. He was a mixed bag.
I'm not ready yet.
Abraham Lincoln loved this country.
I'm not ready yet.
And was a dumbass and went out without security when fucking half the country fucking hated him. I mean...
I need more time.
And fear. And it wasn't like it was, people were not concentration camps.
Well, they didn't get fucking dipped in boiling water. I mean, they didn't make them real cold and dip them in boiling water.
Yeah.
To see if they fucking would warm them up.
Last year, we found one of the, they found one of those internment camp persons on top of some kind of mountain, you know, went there to paint.
Never came back.
Never came back. And I thought to myself, I hope you're really understanding what they just heard. Was in an internment camp. And he had a day pass to go and paint machinery on
and he never came back.
Mountain. But you know, it's a concentration camp. We were so horrible and wrong.
I mean, he chose not to come back. He probably lived out his days and died.
Like, as opposed to he wasn't like, you know, he's like we were on base in a different
I'm not ready yet.
But
I'm not ready yet.
Like really?
Can't claim to have the answers when there are no answers.
I need more time.
It wasn't like you were saying that I could do that with one video. basically they lost, but it changed everything, revolutionized the way that different enslaved people with white. I was looking for it. They've been doing something new with the tab. They don't want you to like have like it's like they don't want you to go back to the So Tupac Amaru, the second was a hereditary chief in the Tupac region of South Korea. He received a formal Jesuit education but maintained his African education with the Indian nation. In 1780, he was arrested and executed along with Antonio Maria Alcantara. So the rebellion in which he led was the overthrowing of this they were trying to find out more about the fight. And his whole thing was, he said, I will be back, and there will be new. Like that. And then where he said that pretty much we would die. We would both die here today. And he said exactly what that. I am one of the protected. First, okay. So the last words he said to the general is that there are no accomplices here for you and I. You the oppressor and I the liberator, and both of us do the same. So you kill me now, I will kill you, and then because he was it whatever they thought they were going to do, as far as whatever they thought they were going to have, for centuries of white Spanish mobility exploited rape and murdered the people of Florida. So Tupac Amaru, America's defender of the Indian nation, striving for a just and more equal world. Nearly 4 centuries later, I read this article to better understand the life and legacy of one of my forefathers who stand today. Indigenous laborers work day and night mining in search of gold, silver, and the vast metals of equipment are very common. And according to William Selfridge, the last piece of the boat, this system in which the people were forced into slavery were economized, capitalists, and plantations, alongside the kidnapped African slaves. So indigenous political chieftains governed the territories, collaborating with colonial overlords. That
Still use these.
looks like this more often presented calm effect ability. So basically, this gentleman, Jose Gabriel, was inspired by heroic account of his native ancestors. So, again, is this, what we're taught or what's passed down? And you know how the rumor game goes, how it seems it's dragging years. He was inspired by his native ancestors and how they had those heroic accounts and strongly opposed the relentless exploitation of the places and increasing taxation imposed on his people. Like this is like, again, like you say, up to the circle. Like the same shit is happening now, it happened then, and this is Peru, like this is like still like what the fuck? He demanded an end to commercial monopoly that strangled the lower classes and indigenous people who were forced to survive on overpriced or unnecessary goods from merchants.
Unnecessary goods would be things like snake oil salesmen.
Yeah, empty stuff.
And
It's like they're doing all the time
who
here.
our snake oil salesmen are now?
Like
They're 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, and it's so sad. Like I can't even believe I'm trying to change our name, find a good name, and his wife. And I found out about who Tupac really was. I didn't even know Tupac was a real name. Like I thought this was Tupac, but he's named after this person. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. But that wasn't what I was looking up. I was looking up the name of somebody who's strong, is a rebel, a female name for a rebel. It's like somebody who's something I want to do good. Because if I'm not gonna change his name and I'm killing off Gina, I want Gina to die, but I want her to die at the top. I'm not gonna be where I want to be, and I want to change my name to something else.
Is there more water or something somewhere? I don't want to break open that case.
Well, no, you're gonna have to break up. I mean, you're gonna have to put it in the water over there. You're gonna melt it. You can break open that case. Put a bottle in that warm water over there. Give it about 5 minutes. Wow, a woman was bitten. Huh? Yeah, well. Don't don't make a horribly big, you know, just enough to get your water. Okay.
You want me to get more out?
No, not at all. I have some water in the freezer.
Warm water, the white bucket.
No, the one on top on the stove. The pot. And my sister says that thousands of migrant students are arriving in the next couple of weeks. But why aren't you shopping? Why are you like? Why aren't you like? You know. Because black people know how to swim, niggas. Trust me, I know. Stupid.
Most of the black people I know didn't know how to swim. Like, we did swim qual in basic training, and the black dude fucking sunk to the bottom of the pool.
I'm not ready yet.
Dads, combined with their hair and choke. Let's up dads know the exact PSI of every area. If dads get a haircut, they get them all cut for a fair price. It's super cuts. Honestly, could this many dads be wrong?
A Chinese news is being accused of featuring a fake sunbathe.
Yeah,
which,
that's
to be
fake.
fair, this does look like a
It's a fucking suit. You can see the wrinkles on the back.
Most of the mainstream media has actually covered this as well. But to be honest, looking at other sunbathers, like in the Paradise Wildlife Park, they just kind of have to have that hobby. That is, unless sunbathers are just something the zoo industry just fabricated with that cheap way to alter their fashion lines. And this isn't the first time we've seen zoos make their animals. They never just
That's too much.
But it's not all
What they can do, they can do.
This guy apparently spent $20,000 on building a fake old accounting system to live his life as a dog. But YouTuber Shorehead presents some cool thing on it, where he may just be adjusting to the current dating meta, as we have seen people spend $100,000 on making themselves slightly older. So with the insane reality where women have been caught doing adult things with dogs, an inherently woman protecting these dogs will apparently make nearly $900,000 annually. So there is apparently a thriving dating community based on dogs. Let's be clear, wearing costumes today above your pay grade is nothing new. On Halloween, we're we can hide our bodies in false costumes. So I never want to be too judgmental on what consenting adults are
get my
doing in their
glasses.
private lives. Billionaires becoming Sharpays. I don't know. Maybe this is just my millennial status showing, and I'm just not hip with the times.
Why would
Because
it
it
was
looks
that?
like these costume
It was okay,
creatures
but like
have
now they
thriving
can't
social
take it.
lives, seem to party harder than I've ever done, and get incredibly dialed in when they're.
It might be the best way for them to put in duplicates of them
Get a fun one in there every now and then. If you appreciate my insights, I love the commentary on
without being perfect copies.
That MFer is not real, girl.
Because they look a lot different when they get skinny and fat, right?
Like, it's too much. Like,
What the fuck?
So, I went to Experian. It actually helps lower my monthly bill. Phone, internet, Experian did the work. All the subscriptions I forgot about, Experian canceled them for me. Help me save all my money.
Experian.com/savings. Now, from an early age, we're taught to do what we're told. Look at us. Happy enough. Mostly poor. We empower politicians and get little in return. Turn off the political fever. More of the same is not the American way. Let's pursue opportunities. Let's build a better future. Change is achievable. Prosperity is possible. Join the movement at prosperityispossible.com.
Not possible with the government.
The town of Passaic, New Jersey is on the road to recovery tonight as they try to heal wounds of grief caused by the bruise of a young girl. Channel 2's Lisa Castleman joins us now. But it happens now all too often that a crime is so brutal, so devastating, that an entire community suffers. You don't want to remember her? Instead, at your class, it may seem like things are back to normal in this suburban area of Passaic. But take a closer look and listen to people here. You'll see that there's still a lot of pain. 9-year-old is even now with your nothing gift. These say 40-year-old Conrad Jeffrey lures the girl away and places other children outside her home, then took her up to his apartment in a nearby women's house to assaulted and beaten. Just like an individual, an entire community feel traumatized in the aftermath of a disaster or an especially gruesome crime like the murder of Davina Duval. Even the caregivers themselves feel like teachers and social workers who assess themselves as a shock. The Urban Chief Justice Robert Willis has ordered an investigation of this case and how the criminal court will tolerate guilty of really tougher and the man is still up to the criminal also has to stand up to everyone is very good one. And I want this to ever happen. Child standing on a private trip to her aunt's house. Letitia Goodman was playing in her aunt's Asbury Park backyard when she was lured away by a stranger offering money. The girl's body was found partially closed 4 hours later. Investigators say it appears she was sexually assaulted.
Davina's pancakes, man. I figured it was gonna take about 10 or 15 minutes.
Children and victims to be monsters, but the very little coverage that Davina received after she was taken is where the problem lies. Because her family felt like everybody just sort of forgot about what happened. Davina's family wanted people to know about what happened, so that families could protect their children from happening again. But nothing was ever done. Now imagine the horror of residents of New Jersey finds when the exact same thing would happen to yet another child, just 2 months later. Now before jumping into the story, I have to warn that the details are very hard to get through. Viewer discretion is advised. On today's episode of Evil Intentions, this is 208 Doesn't Matter, the story of Latasha Whitford.
That heavy ass shit, taking it, taking
I'm definitely not young anymore. I could have took like 4 or 5 truckloads if I'd been young. I said, I'm definitely not young anymore. I could have took like 4 or 5 truckloads if I'd have been young.
6-year-old Natasha was described as a very sweet and loving little girl who loved to laugh. A child who blessed everyone she met throughout her short life. According to sources, she was the middle child out of 3 sisters. Latasha attended the Red Bank Primary School in New Jersey. While attending the school, she would make many friends who all got along with her. Like a lot of typical 6-year-olds, she was full of life. She was full of energy, and she brought that energy wherever she went. Whether she was meeting someone new or connecting with someone in her family or a friend, she was always a happy and innocent child who left her positive impression on many. Latasha was described by her mother as friendly and outgoing. She loved Barney the dinosaur, playing hopscotch outside with her sisters, and playing with some of her favorite dolls. Of course, with siblings, there will always be innocent rivalries, but Latasha loved her and she looked up to her older sister. Her older sister showed her the same affection. Aside from making friends at school and spending time with her siblings, she also had friends at church. Latasha and her family would often attend church. She was very active in the Zion Church. Latasha's friends in church cried, and she loved them. While singing her choir, Latasha sang with so much fun Natasha, because he was so much passion and singing, even at the tender age of just 6 years old. Reverend Andrew Foster, someone who knew Natasha was referred to as her buddy, recalled Natasha's time attending the church as nothing but pleasant and had many fond memories of her. Foster talked about having a going-away party planned, and when he told little Natasha that she could attend, she would react with excitement and a huge smile, full of innocence and love. On a different occasion, she would be asked what she wanted for Christmas a couple days before. Natasha's response? Ice cream. There was even a time when Foster started to turn the audience as everyone laughed. From behind her, Natasha would smile. Yes. Yes. During the session, when Tasha got home, she felt like she was so Natasha was very loved and more like on this day, Latasha's mother took the children over to her sister's house in Asbury Park, about 20 to 30 minutes away. When they arrived at their aunt's home, the children got situated, and shortly after, they went to the backyard to play. On this day with the family, like many others, Latasha's aunt went to the store.
Thank you.
Her sister, Latasha,
let all of them, nigga.
I'm gonna eat some more then. When you're done with them, let me know. That's just a trap.
Something was wrong. Before she made it back home, during the short time she was gone, Latasha's mother unfortunately, while Latasha and her cousin were in the backyard playing house, what was left of the assembly was by someone who was sick and lonely. The children were approached by a stranger with offers. He offered numbers, candy, ice cream,
I need more time.
In an attempt to get her back up, Natasha's cousin and sister stood back, but little Natasha, unaware of the danger that she was truly in, with her trusting and loving personality, accepted the stranger's offer. The man would be shoulder the fence into the backyard to get Natasha, who went with him. Her sister warned her to hold not to leave, but before she left, Natasha was in the stranger's arms, and the children watched as they walked off. The children who had witnessed Natasha leaving this man and many others in the neighborhood would immediately begin searching for little Natasha. They all called Natasha's name as loud as they could, from corner to corner and everybody in the area, hoping to hear the young child answer back. The harder they searched, the more frantic they become. None of them seemed to happen, and the more they searched, the more they turned up with nothing. As they continued to search, they heard from people in the area about an abandoned house nearby where two people assumed it wasn't anyone. They should check. They went to the building and visited out. One of the Natasha's cousins, his son of her arms, on the porch. He saw no He tried to get one of the doors and under the porch, but he wasn't able to. Police had already been called and were also searching the area, hoping to find little Natasha safely. They were actively searching the area since around 6:30 p.m. that day, with no trace of it. But that all changed at around 7:50 p.m.
Bless you.
According to testimony, after conducting an extensive search of the area where Natasha was last seen, Patrolman Sean Ryan would set his sights on two areas in fact, the same location Natasha found herself investigating. The home is obviously abandoned. Firewood covered the front door and all of the windows on the first floor. Nothing seemed to stand out, but again, talking about people being seen at this home was not up. After speaking to a few more people, Officer Ryan went back to his location and he checked on the porch. It was boarded up as mentioned earlier, but he saw a crack in the plywood and used his flashlight to see what was beyond his reach. He looked as close as he could, and what he saw was a small foot. He tried to remove the wood but needed help from another officer. The plywood was jammed under a nail in the support beam. After successfully removing the wood, he immediately rushed under, crawling his way toward the floor and removing the first aid. The area was filled with paper bags, beer bottles, and other food. There was also a mattress under the porch, and on top of it was little Natasha's body. Her shirt was pulled up above her head, and her underwear was pulled down to her ankles. A portion of her body that was exposed was found to be covered in blood. Shocked and seeing by the fight, Officer Ryan tried to find the child's pulse while also checking her body temperature. There was no pulse, no breathing, and her body was freezing cold. It was a warm spring day. Officer Ryan was sure that little Natasha was gone. The firefighter found her short Natasha,
I'm not ready yet.
they checked the location carefully to see that the blood is vicious. That's when they find the kid bag and most of the second porch. Inside the bag, police would catch up to him, and he was brought into custody on July 20th, 1993.
When we first met State Club, our commitment was to help you get State Club powers look
on a exciting trip to her aunt's house. Letitia Goodman was playing in her aunt's Asbury Park backyard and she was lured away by a stranger offering money. The girl's body was found partially clothed 4 hours later. Investigators say it appears she was sexually assaulted. The workers examined the problem covered in the Crown Heights report. New Jersey is also asking what went wrong. In recent months, children have lost their lives, and the blame could go to a justice system that allows hardened criminals to fall through the cracks and return to the truth. So let's forward to this.
Their grief is subsiding. Now the family of Natasha Goodman seethes with anger. The 6-year-old was brutally raped and murdered in Asbury Park on Sunday. Police say 22-year-old David Cooper did it. They arrested the ex-convict yesterday.
I will be relieved when I find out what the judge wishes to give him as a precedent. And in my opinion, I feel he should give the death penalty because he had a decision.
The scenario of allowing the defendant to take the time Street. He was arrested in the murder of a 6-year-old Patterson girl 2 months ago. First, Jeffrey and Cooper allegedly lured the girls with money, then abducted, raped, and strangled them. Jeffrey was paroled into an unsuspecting community despite a long criminal record. It includes a murder charge that was dropped when he was found mentally unfit to stand trial. Cooper was released after serving time for a drug conviction. He also has a criminal record, and according to one report, Cooper was arrested for criminal sexual contact, but the case was never resolved. In each case, the suspects were free less than 6 weeks before they were arrested again. The state parole board admits in the Jeffrey case, it failed to thoroughly review the prisoner's record before granting him parole, and the incident led to stricter guidelines. But in this case, involving Cooper, the state insists authorities fulfilled all their obligations.
Inmates, they will do things they would do. And therefore, the parole board has nothing to do with them getting arrested. You got that? And most of them you got that. I understand that.
And residents say they need to know who's moving into their neighborhood.
But sometimes you can just move the place and you don't let the children know, and you just send the children at this time if you don't take them or not.
They're considering a breakdown in the system, and this time Latasha Goodman paid. An Asbury Park Shalom 4 Channel 7 eyewitness news.
In other words, you can't leave your children unsupervised. No, but I mean, that's what they're complaining about, is the fact that they can't leave their children unsupervised.
Natasha sustained critical injuries to her private areas during the savage attack, but a medical examiner concluded that the cause of death was her being strangled for 4 to 6 minutes, something Cooper said was an accident during his confession. But during testimony, it was stated that Cooper wore a condom during his attack, hoping to not leave any DNA evidence behind. After the attack, he simply walked off and boarded up the area. Worst of all, he also said that while he violated and took Natasha's life, he could hear the children and residents in the area calling Natasha's name as they looked for her. They had no idea how close she really was. After the sadness and immense grief subsided in the neighborhood, children were left to their lives, while others were not aware. Why was sudden history lessons allowed on the streets? These were the same questions that people had just 2 months prior when Conrad Jeffrey was left free on the streets. And then he called activists and drove people to head out. He too earned the innocent child's trust, but he was violated by the everyone was shocked and hurt. They were angry that it was impossible back then. They Jersey residents yet again with that dreadful feeling. The comparison between Natasha Goodman and Lena and I were made almost instant. Both women both slightly more the girls with money. They were both abducted, violated, and had the life violently squeezed out of them in savage attacks. Both were lost to the attack and were less than 6 weeks for both of them to turn back. They were both released to unsuspecting communities, and they had no experience, especially when they had a history of violence. In Jeffrey's case, they had no to have life allowed that life was never informed of someone like this being so close, but they weren't getting any answers. The media and now was speaking to their family. They expressed how they felt and they wanted to know about this. Now they wanted to let everyone know about the pictures that were sent home. The police responded exactly as they should have. There was never any question in the case that they respond back with. It's just what it was. Was there anything being done to this from happening? How did this happen? They were already happening once, so it was exactly the same way. There were no answers to those questions either. After the woman was taken, her name disappeared from the headlines. She would only be referenced in the news broadcast 2 months later, when Natasha's life was taken the exact same way. After Natasha's life was taken, it was as if everything was kept on going. The family and people close to Natasha would get the sense that nobody shared their pain or knew how they felt. Natasha's name also disappeared from the headlines, and just like that, another child was viciously slain, but there was no assurance that anything was being done to stop it from happening again. Life just seemed to move on. After the deaths of Davina and Natasha, a few months down the line, nobody talked about it anymore. The only times he believed would get attention on a large scale again would be at David Cooper's trial. Cooper's lawyers tried to paint a picture of Cooper having a chaotic childhood. It was said that since he was a young boy, he was fed alcohol and suffered extreme neglect and abuse. For about a week straight, the defense brought forth everyone from Cooper's social worker to his alcoholism counselor to a psychologist, who all came to his defense. They stated all those factors played a role in his heinous act. As if this wasn't insulting enough, a judge decided that impact statements from Latasha's family would not be allowed. This meant that her family couldn't express their anger, their pain, or their anguish. The devastating impact that her death had on the community wouldn't even be addressed. It was as if their feelings didn't even matter. Cooper's defense would argue that this death was accidental, saying he leaned on her neck as he violated her. But Latasha had bruises on both sides of her neck. It was clear to prosecutors that this was no accident. Everything he did was carefully carried out, and he almost got away with it. If not for someone seeing people at that location, who knows how long it would have taken before they even looked at it. Assistant prosecutor Elaine Lachelle would make a suggestion to the jury. She would ask them to all hold hands and squeeze for at least 3 minutes. A medical examiner confirmed it would have taken 4 to 6 minutes, but her goal was to show the jury that this together was no accident. After the trial, Cooper was sentenced to death for what he did to Latasha Newman. Latasha's sister was a star witness. She helped clean the prison after Brady pointed Cooper out in court, recalling how Cooper took her sister. He sat on death row for years as he appealed that decision. In 2007, the death penalty was abolished altogether in New Jersey, so his sentencing was changed to life in prison. He still sits in prison today. A service was held for little Latasha on July 23rd of 1993 at the AME Zion Church in Red Bank, where she attended. The service was filled with beautiful memories of little Latasha, but the intense grief everyone felt was hard to ignore. Latasha's uncle carried a small coffin out of the church. Surprised me to see a coffin so small, knowing the victim had their whole lives ahead of them. In 1995, at the Red Bank school Latasha attended, her friends and former classmates would plant a memorial tree in memory of Latasha. They stood around the tree and bowed their heads in her memory. They too had to cope with the heavy loss of their young friend. Some were just far too young to understand. When a monster commits a horrifying act like this, it affects these families in ways we can't even imagine. The grief extends to friends, family, the teachers, classmates, the people who've grown used to seeing these children, never thinking that something so horrible would ever happen to them. For those who knew these young victims, the scars are still fresh. Please keep that in mind when sharing how you feel about today's case. Many still bear those memories. You look at the news today and you hear about horror stories just like this, even all these years later. These families were never given a chance to truly tell a jury how much this affected them and what this did to this community. I hope they're at peace. My heart goes out to them. While blame was sometimes shifted and the accountability was never fully taken when it came to why these two monsters were out free, family and friends were at least happy that justice on some level had been served. But the question still remained. How long before this would happen again? Rest in peace, Latasha Goodman, and my deepest condolences go out to her family and her loved ones. You aren't forgotten.
Two more children would be brutalized like those little girls. See, they was black and brown. They made sure that little white girl had that fucked and killed. Made a law after her. Made a law after her. Now, that's because I'm not going to say that her parents gave a fuck about her more than those, that black and brown gave a fuck about their kids. Because ain't nobody going to do that. They want to blah, 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 blah. But, again, I can never, I mean, I can put a hindsight, blah, blah, blah. but not really. It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna put myself in I put myself in a bad situation, but it wouldn't be like a reflection on my mom. It would be like me just shit, you know. But it wouldn't be like I'm gonna sit there and like a man can offer me money, and I'm just like. Like, that would impress me. I was never a great child. Maybe I didn't think I was worth it or whatever they want to put narrative on that spin. But nobody could offer me money and I just be running around with their asses. But again, those two little, I mean, why did y'all try to get a law named after your child? I mean, granted, the shit didn't stop with this.
What were the names of all the kids?
Davina, something else.
Megan sounds real good, right?
Sounds white.
But Megan's Law, Davina's Law. Davina sounds good.
Yeah, because it's white people.
They probably shouldn't have put a name on it. If there were so many people. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have put a single person's name on it. And they probably put Megan on there to make it fucking where people thought that they thought that fucking white people were more important. When in all reality, they don't give a fuck about nobody.
I don't think it's about white people. It is white people being more important. But it was just the love and the
It's the display by the government that they're saying that white people are more important.
Yeah, and
but it's the government.
Right. Exactly. How do you fight? I mean, if you're sending these people that are horrendous to our neighborhood.
But why is the government saying white people are more important? Why is the government saying white people are more important and then touting Black Lives Matter and this, that, and the other? Why do they play both sides? Oh, I get it now.
I just think that, you know, like, they say Black Lives Matter, but that wasn't true. What disgusts me the most is how Black people, like, jumped on it.
They're on both sides.
Like, you jump on that. Like, you thought, what, maybe a better person because you, I'm not really understanding what the whole deal was. Like, you thought that, hey, if I go and help this woman's mom get justice, and somehow I'm getting rewarded, or my life's gonna matter, or justice is gonna be served. I mean, I didn't understand what they were. I mean, granted, I guess you were. I don't get it. Like, that's the same thing. Like that goes through my head. Like, okay, so I get my peace done, and I want to change things, and I want a revolution, but these people. Like, why did I even have to fight? That's what I'm so angry about. Underneath is that rage. Because, like, why am I fighting? When you went there, why didn't you fight? Like, you just said, fuck it? Like, I don't even understand, like, okay, so, let's just say you want to get back to your family, your kids, your job, or whatever. But, like, you thought, okay, so, selfishly from the get-go, like, I'm just going to make sure my shit's straight, and I'm going to ride out.
My what?
Not you. I'm saying that I don't want to help, or, like, if I want to cause a revolution, but these people are not worth the revolution, because why would I even be going through this had they done their job, their due diligence?
With everything that's gone on in the past 4 years, 5 years, why would anybody think there's going to be a revolution?
Right. But see, this is the thing. We wouldn't be in this part. We wouldn't be at this point if people had been doing what they were supposed to do. Like,
right.
I don't understand how.
So the basically.
You gave up. Like what I'm trying to say is, you gave up your whatever. So you go back to your job, your kids, or whatever, right? So you say, I'm gonna take a plea deal, right? Because you don't want to lose your whatever, or you're scared, or whatever. But it's not about they're scared about you, because if
you're worried for those that you care for.
You're supposed to set an example, just like the law is made so it can fuck you to make you an example, so that you can for whatever structure, whatever. I mean, the pure irrationality to hurting innocent people just to make it look like to society that something was done. Like, I'm not even understanding, I'm not even processing that, and I don't, and I want to learn about the law, like I learned a little, but I can't even, my mind can't wrap around that, like it's a range, because like, you should have did what you were supposed to do. Like, no matter what, no cop should be able to do that, no, a judge shouldn't be able to do that, like, lawyers shouldn't be able to do that. Like, why were they able to do that the first? This didn't start for me on April 10th, This is stuff that happened before. So, like, you guys should have been on your shit, making sure that you were setting an example for not only yourself, your kids, but for the whole world. Like, this is like the history books. Like, no matter what, if it's like, only God knows or whatever, I don't give a fuck what God knows. I know what happened. Just like with that whole speeding thing with the accident. So, why didn't you go over, if you see me turning, or you see me coming out, why weren't you like a reactive driver and got into the other lane? There was absolutely nobody else. But instead, you wanted to be a bitch, you want to have a power trip, you want to be a motherfucker, and stay in that lane knowing that I needed to hurry up and get over, or I was going to get hit by this, he's trying to come this way. So again, like, that was the whole point. Like, even if I take responsibility from my side and admit fault, I hate him. But the point of the fact is that he should have fucking been over. Like, why is it that I have to, like, I can be you have to drive with people, and then you have to drive with people, and then you give him.
It was 100% his fault, and you admitted fault.
But even if I admit fault, right? Even if I admit fault, that doesn't justify you just can't, fuck it, I'm not going to do an investigation, I'm not going to have you guys come in for a polygraph, or I'm not going to see the whole picture, anything. Because remember, I don't want to never accidentally on that because it's like subliminally all ready in my sight.
Yeah, it's the reason you don't like to drive.
That I'm going to fuck up. So, again, it's not really, it's because I don't want to feel the liar, because I really don't have to feel about that. Because you lie. Like, why would you lie? Like, you're gonna lie to take it easily? Like, I don't even understand it. You get money? Like, and they treat people? Like, to me, I felt like that almost was like my time to be like this. I need more time. Like, I made sure they didn't care about me. They fucked her out. How is it that if I'm the person driving, they have a tractor on the side, and my whole fucking shit is fucked up? Even if I did a minute, right? It's still the point of that.
It doesn't matter anymore.
It's still the point of that. That, well, obviously, it's going to take it doesn't matter.
I always was taught don't admit guilt.
Right. I don't want to lie. I like to take responsibility for my actions. That's me. And
well, that's different. Like taking responsibility for your actions with your family or those that you are actually obligated to. is a big difference than taking responsibility of your actions with government or people you don't fucking know.
Right. But see, I'm not going to change myself for a government or for my family or for a
because basically you admitted guilt to a cop and a cop was able to fucking write it off as a fucking no-fault accident.
No. He lied and said he was injured. That's how he got money. Even though he didn't. And then...
Right, but the cop didn't have anything to do with him getting money.
The cop didn't have anything to do with it either. It's the fact that he went through that for online just to get checked. From my insurance company. Like, what?
Yeah, I've never done that.
Like, I understand. I don't mind people stealing from the government because look at where all our money goes. If we're not stealing our money from the government, they're giving it away to everybody else who doesn't deserve it. And I mean, it doesn't deserve it. Didn't work for it, nothing. Like, I think big picture about it. Like, even if I said that I busted my aunt's head open with a fucking machete, right? Even if I said that. So why have we...
I need more time.
It's the game. But then you try to bully it. And then you raise the person
be bullied?
Yeah. And I guess I'm lucky because they used to try to make me bankrupt and bully me. You know? So I guess I'm lucky with that. But for me, it's kind of like, well, whatever you think you are, that's your community. And that's all I have. I don't have a family. I don't have friends. I don't have wealth. I don't have health. All I have is my truth, my word. And so when it comes to something like that, with that, you know, with your picture, I'm like, fuck it, you know. I'm trying to defend myself. Like, I felt that if I was to do it, if I was to do it, there would be no doubt in my mind that I would have had that knife out and stabbed it right in the It was so bad.
I'm not ready yet.
Now, why would I read your diary? So that's not even like that's just really psychotic. Like I thought I took her right into reading her, you know, but I wasn't gonna read them. I would have copied them. But the point is, like, you automatically think that I would read them because you're fucked up enough.
Because she would read them. Because she did read them.
Right. And that's like gross. Like, why even say anything? Even if that wasn't true, even if that wasn't true, that's gross. And it's not like you're trying to, you know, read it because you missed it.
It doesn't make any difference between, like, the thing is, those are her private thoughts.
But she wasn't trying to get it for missing her. She was trying to
right, she was trying to get some fucking dirt.
Trying to get some dirt.
But...
And see, that's to me what's most important. Like,
those are her private thoughts. If she wanted those private thoughts known, she would have made sure that people knew that she wanted those private thoughts known.
Right. And real with like,
and to bring up stuff like that, it's really heavy.
And then so, again, everybody if you saw that stuff on my birthday, like knowing that I wouldn't be looking at that email, I don't know. If you probably not you're trying to be unvalid, I don't know. Whatever, so, again, whatever it is, it's not them doing that, or anything like that. I'm glad that that's a generational thing. feel like that if this happens to me, not that I'm important, I can see how the black community and people who witness things in their communities be traumatized, angry, enraged. You know what I'm saying? So then when it, kind of like when you got pulled over, like I've never acted like that with a cop. And even like with this cop interaction with him, like I wasn't like that with him, you know? Like the whole time they were like, wow, you're like really calm. Like I'm not usually like that was like unbelievable. Like I don't care about cops. Like I don't have a fear of cops. You know, their program, you know. But I have fear, you know? And to find out the police officers are only there to lie. It's so like unbelievable. Like why the hell is it? You're not trying to protect horses.
Well, we used to be taught to protect themselves, but there's been court rulings saying that they don't have to. So you don't get rid of cops that don't protect and serve because they don't have to protect and serve, so you can't fucking fire them for cause.
It's just like, you know, I never got to do stuff like a lower person just recognize and stuff like this. Okay. But when I'm given a task like that, like a position where you have to be responsible, I don't want to do it. But just like I had to learn how to, you know, but again, like you have I was listening to that for a little bit, and Oprah was interviewing this woman. Rhea or whatever. I think it was even that lady's company on the company. But she's like, well, how will you know you're finally at peace? And she says, because you won't be self-sabotaging. And you won't be saying, asking, and telling. Because you won't. Like, that's how you know you're at a good place. And it's not like you're, it's not like you're like, it's not like a secret place, no. Still go through them, but you feel like, okay, I feel like it's good, like, you know, I didn't have siblings and stuff like that, so they proved my, like, you know, interactions with them. I'm like, I'm always did. So, like, you know, sometimes I get to school because people were assholes. I still love going there because the people were still assholes. People were assholes, you know? And, like, I don't want to, again, I've been, you know, I don't want to be nice or, you know, I don't want to put the act up because I'm seeing that whatever activity I made nice or generous or whatever didn't mean anything in the business. And it's definitely not, you know, progress or, you know, push me towards this level or whatever. So I don't want to, you know,
I need more time.
yeah, I mean, because, and I'm not just, they're not doing work, they're not working like it. Because people not having work, they have done their people. You know how many times I had to be around people speaking, like, it's like, I'm the better person. But nobody's ever taken, you know, like, you're asking me some shit like that, but you won't ask me, hey, you want to join, you know, the Satan Worshiping Club? Because if you join the Satan Worshiping Club, then you're going to be, like, super rich, super famous, and super powerful. You know? Nobody ever asks me to that.
I'm not ready.
They ask me for that super name. Like, oh, it's starting to why? Like, this is the way you're going to, like, let somebody get out? If anything, you're supposed to be like, it's going to be a representation. You know, you know? It's like, I don't understand, like, they had all the privileges, all the opportunities, and this is what they did. the same thing with trying to, you have my case and you have other cases, so you want to have my case and you just want to like, well, this is a joke. And then you just kind of back. You already know I don't have any access to that. I've told you that. You're in court. I don't know why I don't have access to that. But then I think you know, you need to do something for everything I did. You mad about it?
Why'd you make it later?
Like, you trying to give me more time? Because I don't need any more time. You could have got my shit.
No, you made it later because you're not real sure.
But whatever's done, but the damage has always been done. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. Like, the damage is always done. It's kind of like when they were like, well, you know, when I had that meeting, and they were like, well, you know, you can be job and how to take up the tools as the other, as the, you know, the ops company or whatever it is. And I'm like, why should, and I mean, that would have been good, because I would have, you know, I understand, I would have had no soldiers really, you know, I would have had no soldiers. And I would have worked the target back on this stuff. But the rest, those people were civilians, so I wouldn't have to do like anything like really like army type, you know? But like, no. I deserve this position here now. Like, this is mine. And so about this, so now by being, oh, maybe, so, you know, there's a guy. So, people no. Well, why didn't you the guy? That would be my, you know, if nobody cares his thing. And, you know, maybe I'm like, why, well, why did you the guy? And now, this shit is so degraded that I do not touch. That when you tell me to do something, that and like it could be anything. Like if I'm telling my soldiers, hey, go take a a meal trip to go pick up, and this is war, and you just want to hurt me, but that's the thing. Like, why is it that I can sit here and say that to hurt me, you would sacrifice hurting that person just to hurt me because I see you do it. So I wasn't gonna allow you to do that to somebody else. Like, it wasn't really that I could see there long. How long did you live after that? You know, there, like 2 more years. I mean, it's like, you know, but I didn't want anybody to be hurt on my behalf. As far as like trying to be like, or don't want to get children like you in our squad, or you know, that's the thing. Like, I didn't have the responsibility to say, okay, you're going to have whatever. No, I'm going to do this stuff. You know, go for these. You know how to fucking do something or you know what you're supposed to have. Like, here's this book. You know, here's this. You know, I want somebody to do it. I did for everything. And nobody still did it. You know, like that's the fucking thing. And like even like that whole thing with you is like, I'm telling these people and I'm pointing out all the things that's wrong or whatever you're saying, and I was like, wow, yeah, and it's like, yeah, and they get nothing came out of that. Like nobody got punished, nobody was investigated, you know. It was just me to carry the weight and deal with whatever. And that was so fucked up. And that's like my last lesson. Okay, so I can't believe it. Well, the government obviously has my best interest because they know something that I don't know. But then I'm around all these people and the most fucked up shit. Like we're fighting over fucking the planes and we're arguing over the planes yet. So from stop loss, like it's so fucking crazy.
Stop loss, but get rid of the people that you really need to get rid of.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what is, like, how do you, like, and that makes me think, like, there was anything there. Like, I thought I was going to school with kids and, like, were they like an illusion? Like, buddy and book buddy? Like, everything. I need more time. They didn't care about kids. You were kids. You were kids. But, like, I love them more than anybody love with kids.
I'm not ready.
Like, actually, you know, how many other people, like, that was because I wanted to do. But I made a mistake, and now I'm being punished for it, you know? And, like, all the other people, they like, you know, like, you couldn't say that bitch, like, and you're running ass, you're looking at. You keep, like, never in a fucking day. I do not like people like that. I would never do that.
How are they licking her ass?
Just wanting to be around her.
How are they licking her ass?
Just wanting to be around her.
You
she didn't
say things in a way in which them wanting to be around her is not licking her ass. Them going and being around her is not licking her ass. The thing is that you exaggerate every fucking thing that you say and make it sound 1,000 times worse than what it is. You fucking do that.
And they still were running up in her ass.
It doesn't matter. They're not licking her ass.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it fits her, but did she import them? Because, you know, she has the life of the military wife.
Those kids know exactly what she is and how she acts.
So why didn't she help them, you know, find out to get their fucking shit for college? You have your daughter standing there living with you.
She paid the same child support I did.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about Melanie and Brian. Like, she's a military spouse. She should know all the programs and how they work.
But she doesn't. She's stupid. You don't get it. No, she is dumb. She is really, really dumb. When I say you're dumb, that's nothing compared to how dumb she is. She is a stupid person.
That's her mother, though.
She is a stupid, stupid person. You don't get how stupid she is.
Again, they run after her as if she's like this mother of the year, and they just accidentally got separated. She did not. We could not play.
Oh my God. They didn't want to live with Mike and Gail anymore because Mike and Gail are very, very strict, and they ran to fucking Renee because they couldn't fucking run to me.
Right, but why run to anybody?
And then once they got where they were going, they both fucking moved out. It's not like they stayed.
But I wouldn't even entertain her. I wouldn't even give her the...
They actually got to use their mother for something that they never got to use their mother for before.
She wouldn't be working with them. She would not be working with them. That's what I don't understand.
It's so fucking lame that you fucking obsess so much.
They never get... She never gets punished.
Who cares?
For what they do, but yeah, I make a mistake. And
You know, when you hold hate in your heart for fucking things that absolutely 100% do not affect you,
okay.
It destroys you, not them.
Okay.
And you still holding it.
Yep. Because I gotta watch people that...
Those people ain't never done nothing to you. The people you're obsessing over.
Why do they have to actually done anything to me? It's observation. I see some people get away with shit all the time.
It's not like you're hanging out with them. It's not like you can get in trouble with them. You're obsessing over them because they are who they are.
Exactly, because that is the reason why the world's come today. People like that.
People like what? Like Brian and Melanie? No.
Desperate and weak. Like, I'm not going to run back to my mommy.
Desperate and weak.
Yeah.
Let me see. Neither one of them lives with their mommy right now.
Yeah, but...
Neither one of them lives with their mommy right now. Both of them spent very minimal time at mommy's house so that they could find a place to go.
But why? Why go there at all?
Why not? Why? Why not? She didn't live on post. She doesn't live on post.
Well, she has a little army life. People army secure life.
You're so fucking lame. You are.
Okay.
How can you be worried about all that stuff and all those people that have nothing to do with you and still be the mess that you are right now? You got plenty of time to worry about them.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, reminders to me.
They're not a reminder of shit to you. They're nothing to you. Oh wait, no they are, evidently. You give everything power except for yourself.
Damn. Oh, hell no. That's about it. Because if they were actually, all people are comfortable.